guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Cougar House Garage. Today is the day we're going to drop the cab back on and get the project sacrilege outside so we can get the next truck in. We got to mount the air compressors in the back, and then we got to mount the little manifold that the two compressors run to, and then the one hose goes from it up to their tanks. And then we got to route the E-level lines, get them attached, or wires attached to the sensors at the driver's side and passenger side front corners. And then we'll go ahead and drop the cab back on, and we got to get this big girl out. So without further ado, guys, let's get started.
Why do I still use crescent wrenches? Because I don't know what size that is. And I don't want to spend 5 minutes running back and forth between the toolbox and this part trying to figure out what freaking size that is. I don't know what size that is either. Wow, that was surprisingly not tight. Okay. Apparently I loosened that when I took this block off. Now I know the other one's not going to be loose. Oh God. Can edit that out. Or not. Nobody move. Oh, Jesus. Alright, I'm actually going to need the right size for that one. That sucks. Or am I? Because I can actually just drill it like that. I can leave that in there. Let's do it.
Just got back from the hardware store. We picked ourselves up some half-inch stainless steel bolts and nylocks, so that way we can go ahead and get this transmission crossmember here bolted down. We have to drill the holes in the frame plates we put in. And somebody commented yesterday that, you know, we didn't finish welding the engine mounts and a few of the other spots. Yeah, we ran out of welding wire. Here, I'll show you. See? No more welding wire. So until we get the next customer truck in here, we're out of welding wire and we're low on gas. So that part and a few other parts, there's, you know, some plates we have to weld on the insides of the step notch too. Z notch, not a step notch. Don't attack me in the comment box. And we need to, you know, paint the Cummins, and we got to paint the cab. We have to paint the bed. And this will come back in here so we can take the cab off, so we can take the Cummins out, so we can, you know, prep the Cummins. We're gonna have to take it all apart and clean it and sand it and grind it, you know, so we can, you know, chip foo style color match this to the cab paint. So at that time, we'll weld up all that stuff and we'll come back and get those things. But for the time being, we'll get the transmission crossmember bolted on and this guy put together essentially so we can get it out the door and we can get Eric's truck in here. So Alright guys, thanks for listening to that little bit of a tangent, and let's get this transmission cross member done here and move on to the next thing. There you go, guys. Brandon got the transmission cross member bolted in. It looks really good. Super tough. 1/2 inch stainless steel bolts. No big deal or anything. Pretty awesome. He's got the exhaust hung up so it won't drag. We got the wires over there we can put in the back of the cab when we're get the cab drop down here. But we're pretty much ready to go ahead and drop the cab on and bolt it down. So let's go ahead and do that. Wow guys, what a lot of work doing today. I mean, that sounded weird, but we got a lot of stuff done today. It took us a lot of time to actually get the compressors mounted in the rear and get that little block for the compressors to go to, and then from the block up to the tanks themselves. But then most of the time today was spent figuring out and moving this chassis around. I mean, it takes a lot of time to do that. We can never, you know, raise the truck up and down so many times doing work on it. We're never able to have it completely lined up with the cab perfectly every time you drop it down. So, you know, most of the time you got to shift the cab around a little bit, a half inch this way, inch this way, or you got to move the chassis around. But we were able to get the cab and the chassis down, attached to each other. We didn't run the cab bolts through. We'll do that Monday morning. It's already an hour and a half after work, so we just were able to get the cab dropped on it, everything lined up to where it needs to be, and then we drilled a hole at the back of the cab, and I pulled the E-level wiring through and the air dog wiring through, so that way that's all in the cab on the floor while the truck's sitting in this condition. So on Monday we have to get in there, get the fuse box plugged in, so that way I can roll up the driver and passenger windows there. And then we got to do air off or blow off all the metal dust and do a California detail before we push it outside. Because if we didn't, it'd be covered in a layer of gold metal dust pretty quick, rust, you know what I'm saying? So, got a lot done today as far as I'm concerned. We wanted to get the truck out and get Eric's truck in here, but we weren't able to, unfortunately. But we'll move on to that stuff on Monday, guys. We'll bolt the cab down, and then we'll get her rolled out and get Eric's truck in. So, alright guys, thanks for watching today. Thanks for your constant support as always. Please leave a comment. Let us know what you think of Project Sacrilege so far. You think she's looking pretty awesome. And you guys know the spiel. If you like Cougar House Garage, you like what we do, check us out at cougarhousegarage.com. Check us out at Facebook.com/Cougar House Garage. And we are Cougar House Garage on Instagram, guys. Follow us there, and we'll catch you guys on Monday.